Welcome, Norfolk Public Schools families and prospective students. My name is Abby Watson, and I am the proud principal of Academy for Discovery at Lakewood. Lakewood houses the International Baccalaureate Middle Years program. With me today is Ms. Judy Gullidge, our IB Middle Years Coordinator, as well as former Middle Years program student Miles Miskell. Ms. Gullidge?
Hi. As the IB coordinator at Lakewood, one of the first things I realized is our IB program for the middle years is different from the diploma program at a high school. Our program is for all students. In fact, in the application process, there is no GPA cutoff for our school. So all students are eligible to apply and should. We do offer quite a few high school courses, but our biggest push is to make sure that our students are as well prepared for what comes after their 8th grade year and even after high school as we can possibly get them. Which is why I want Miles to explain how well he's been prepared after attending Lakewood.
When I left Lakewood, I was beyond prepared for high school, especially in the Granby IB program. Lakewood doesn't focus on multiple choice, but rather focuses on engaging students in a deep understanding and reasoning practices through writing activities and especially communication activities. They use project-based learning and approaches to learning to ensure the growth of students. I know that my communication skills, collaborative skills, and time management skills were significantly improved and prepared me for high school.
So how do we do that? Well, one thing that I want you to understand in having listened to Miles is that he was well prepared as a really high-performing student. But I used to teach at Granby High School, and I hear from the staff there often, what are you doing at Lakewood? And whatever it is, please continue. And we have returning students all the time that tell us how well prepared they were and how easy they were finding their first year of high school. Well, one of the ways that we do that is our students take 8 subjects. There's no double-blocked math and no double-blocked English. They get an experience in math, science, social studies, and English, plus a foreign language, PE, art, and a course called design. But in addition to that, something that Miles mentioned were the approaches to learning. We call them ATLs. And those are all of the underlying skills that you would want any learner to have. They are in 5 broad areas, one for communication, one for social skills like collaboration, one for self-management, which is where that planner comes in, one for research, and one for thinking skills. All 5 of them we teach students with intent within every unit that we teach in all 8 subjects. That helps to prepare them, especially that communication one, in writing and in discussion, and how they reason through everything that they do. Academics, of course, are important, but also all of the other experiences you have in middle school also are, and Miles is going to share those as well.
Lakewood offers a wide variety of clubs, sports, and community services. Clubs that I personally contributed to were the Future Problem Solving Club, which was started by Ms. Gullidge. This club allowed me to develop and grow my critical thinking and futuristic thinking skills to an extent that we were able to compete at an international level 4 times. Another club that I did was the Forensics, which allowed me to improve my public speaking skills that have greatly benefited my high school experience and will undoubtedly benefit my future. I was also the captain of the soccer team for 2 years in a row. Sports are a fantastic way for students to get engaged within their school, to develop relationships with not only their peers, their classmates, but also their teachers. Lastly, the community project is a massive part of the Lakewood community. Every year, the 8th grade class teams up with their friends and peers to generate a community project. This project is essential to the growth and development of students as they are able to communicate with community leaders, community members, to develop a plan of action of what they're passionate about and how they can improve their community. This A great example of this was Sam and Brody from my year developed a in-school recycling program that is still in effect today. The community project allows us to reflect on our community and understand the importance of community involvement.
Developing the skills in students to end their experience at Lakewood with a community project starts in 6th grade. First of all, it's not just about knowledge acquisition, it's about meaning making on the things that they learn in every single class, and then having the ability to transfer those things out into the rest of the world and out into their experiences from year to year. That is what IB refers to as action and service. In other words, learning something in a particular class, being inspired by that, questioning perhaps, and then wondering, how can I take action on that? For example, Miles mentioned future problem solving as a club. It is also a 6th grade course, and it teaches students how to problem solve in a 6-step process. Interestingly enough, 4 years ago, Miles and I in that club were playing a game called Pandemic. And the topic for future problem solving 6th graders was infectious diseases. And they learned to look at that problem, look at all the challenges that were involved in it, and then find solutions and develop an action plan. Those are the types of things that we're experiencing again and again at Lakewood. Our subjects are not isolated 8 subjects, they combine, sometimes with interdisciplinary work from subject to subject. For example, right now, sea level rise is being addressed in our future problem solving class for 6th graders and also in their science class. So we find those connections, and that makes a huge difference. The last selling point I'd like to make about Lakewood is something from my own experience in having been in education for a very long time, 35 years of which have been at Norfolk Public Schools. In all that time, this staff at Lakewood is by far the best staff of teachers and educators that I have ever worked with. I strongly suggest that you apply for Lakewood.
I want to say thank you to Ms. Skelledge and Miles for their insight and letting you know what the experience at Lakewood can be for you. We encourage everybody out there to apply to Lakewood as well. If you want more information, go to our NPS website where you can find additional information regarding the IB program and Lakewood in general. Thank you.